Sorry for the slight delay, chat. Tech Priest Captain is on his way. Don't worry about it. Let's just jump right in. We don't need Captain. We're perfectly nice defense attorneys all on our own. Hello, Justin. Bat and Regina. Dear Lord. Turn that down, that shit's loud. They were such great friends. I wanted you to take a look at this. The fuck is that? What is it? This is the scarf my brother was wearing when Leon attacked him. Gross. It's covered in blood. No, really? I would only frickin' imagine. This scarf was a present from Regina to my brother on the day of the accident. When he did it, he looked like he was smiling. He? Leon, obviously. Oh. Hello, Tech Priest. When he bit down on Bat's head, the expression on Leon's face looked like a grin. Nick! I know, Mo said the same thing. What do you think it all means? I'll be taking that scarf if you don't mind. Miss Von Karma, I've already heard everything, so hand over the scarf. The scarf is evidence in the trial. That is for me to decide. No, it's not! That's not how evidence works! 1984? What? Preparations. I've served a summons to Acro to appear in court tomorrow as a witness. Acro will talk more at the prosecutor's office. A witness? Come, Acro, let's go to the office. Can't do fart. He may have turned them off. I don't know how to turn them on. Yes, ma'am. Now what do we do, Nick? How are we going to handle tomorrow? Don't worry about it. We'll figure something out. Look at you all full of confidence. You must have found something you can use. This is all beginning to come together now. Well, Phoenix, I'm glad you get it, because I've kind of lost it. Well, Justin, just because that's the rule doesn't mean I don't have the right to think that that rule's stupid. December 30th. Good morning, Max. Oh yeah, good morning, sweeties. You don't seem like your usual sparkling self today. I'm always like this before I go in front of an audience. I'm working up to it. Tee-hee. Don't get nervous, Maxie. Here, have a glass of milk. Regina! How fabulous, my sweetie pie princess. You came to watch my performance today? Of course I did. Mo told me that I should come and watch this. Mo said that? So, what kind of performance will you put on today? Let me guess, you'll fly at the end. It's not that kind of show. Isn't that right, my sweeties? Huh? I think my sweetie pie princess doesn't... Yeah, she doesn't seem to realize what's going on, or even where she is. Well, Max, it looks like it's time to raise the curtain. I'll see you later. Today, I'm just a member of the audience. Comet! Comet's back! Regina's different, don't you think, Nick? Top of the morning to... Who let Jacksepticeye in the game? It doesn't help that they did the smack sound. Everybody, let's get ready to get stuck in legal limbo. How low can you go? A little low. No. Mo is Irish confirmed. Mo is secretly Jacksepticeye. Changed my mind. Top of the morning? That's the ticket. Attacking the day starts with energy in the morning. The early bird gets the worm, and then again. Worms lack higher brain function. Worms don't have brains. They have 4 hearts and stones in their stomachs, but they don't got no brains. They don't even have a skeleton. Here, Max, I brought you a present. Have some milk. Thanks. So how are you today, right? Well, I've got the feeling that today I'm going to face off against the real culprit. You mean Acro? You think he did it? Be careful. He's used to putting his life on the line. Literally. It's got guts to spare. If all I've got to worry about is how thin the tightrope is, I'm used to it already. Just means that I won't be able to press him like I can other witnesses. What are you going to do then, Nick? Would everyone stop freaking out? Got it. Damn. If you lack a brain, you lack higher brain functions. Yes, Justin, I know that was the joke. But the fact of the matter, they think with their hearts. Jelly? Okay, I want everyone to understand. Worms. Worms do not have brains. And they do not have, like, any other, like, they hardly have any other organs, okay? They have 4 hearts, some, like, 2 little stones to help them break down whatever it is they eat, and that's it. They quite literally eat dirt and then shit out more dirt. The foolish, vile ground serpent lacks awareness of its horrid world. They really do. They do not understand where they are. And because of that, they perceive other worms as threats. They die in the sun. Yes, they do. Because if you were to stick a worm in a small box of dirt, a singular worm, it will live for however long worms usually live. But after a while, after it has eaten all the dirt that it can, it essentially eats its own shit. Because it doesn't even really digest anything from the dirt aside from micronutrients. Also, as someone taking bioscience, I think worms are cool. Yeah, no, worms are cool. Like, I wish all I had to worry about in life was just tunneling around in an endless sea of dirt. Just to eat dirt and shit dirt. I wish my world was consumed of nothing but dirt, because then I would not have to worry about half the stuff I do. Worms are the bees of dirt? Pretty much. Except worms don't have the brain function to make an entire, like, society, so. Yeah. Worms just can't make a hive mind. If we turn ourselves into worms, we won't have to pay taxes. No, Justin, we don't have to pay taxes if we're worms. We just have to eat dirt. That's it. That is all our lives would be consumed of, is just eating dirt. Or food. No. No. Just dirt. Like, They are very cool and good for the soil. They also make it easier for trees to root. That they do. Because worms will constantly turn the soil, making it easier for any plant to take root. Trees and plants. But yeah, unless they start selling dirt for the worms. Nah. Nah, I love to imagine that, like, if we as a society were nothing but worms, we wouldn't even really be a society, we would just be, we would just be worms. And because worms don't have a freaking brain, and they have no brain function whatsoever, any other worm they come across is pretty much perceived as a threat. We are nothing but worms to Bezos. Well, that's fucking Jeff Bezos, okay? Blind slither creatures. Pretty much. Yeah, worms don't even have eyes. They don't have eyes and they don't have nose holes. They literally only, they are quite literally a tube. They are a long, slimy tube. Whose purpose is none other than to just crawl or like slither around in the ground and eat dirt. Like, I like how this started with Ace Attorney and now it's a worm rant. On a real note though, chat, if you had to be any animal in the world, what animal would you be? Because I have one of two animals that I would be. Psychological warfare. Psychological warfare. What is this? What is our target? Worms. Why worms? Dirt. Only dirt. There's only... Capybara. Yeah, there's only two animals. There's only two animals on this entire planet that I would willingly want to be reincarnated into. And Mr. Fondue actually said one of them. They are polar opposites of each other. Be a moth or Godzilla, no in between. Or panda. Panda's also a good option. But pandas are also very, very stupid. I love them. Pandas are like one of my favorite animals, don't get me wrong. But they are so dumb. I love them to bits, but they're so stupid. Pandas are too dumb to even mate with each other. Like, their poor little panda brains do not understand that having the segs is an important part of, you know, reproduction.
Are we talking about sex?
Yeah, we're talking about how pandas are too stupid to have sex.
Pinpin's disproportionately short penis.
I still remember that. Oh my god. Okay, chat, we were watching National Geographic. I know. That's already a red flag in and of itself. But me and Captain were watching National Geographic. I'm gonna grab some juice and popcorn. You go do that, Jelly. You have fun. We were watching National Geographic, and it was about pandas. And we got a little snippet in this National Geographic where they were taking care of these pandas at the zoo. Well, they were starting to run low on pandas, so they needed to make some panda babies. So they got Pinpin.
That's a sentence.
Yeah, they got their male panda. His name was Pinpin. They got him a girlfriend, and they were trying to make him have the segs. Well, she wasn't really very interested.
Poor Pinpin.
Pinpin. And I shit you not, this narrator for this National Geographic, Pin was so frustrated, he started to have sex with his little, like, jungle gym thing in his cage. He was that frustrated, and the whole time, this fucking narrator was like, and now we feel bad for Pin and his disproportionately short penis. I was like, what? Why are you just gonna attack this poor panda?
Actually, that's not what happened. It's very close. But he didn't say we feel bad for Pin. Pin got on the back of the other chick and the other panda was trying to get it in. And then he goes, it seems that Pin cannot enter the female on account of his disproportionately short penis.
But still, they put poor Pin on blast, and it's like, bro, the panda is trying his damnedest, and you're just over here, just like, nah, it's because he got a small dick. May we spare the pandas and move on to the different animal, to the different animal feeds?
No.
Nah.
No, this is important, Maya. We must learn about Pin's disproportionately short penis.
No, it's just still so funny to me. I never expected in all my life to hear a National Geographic narrator, an old British man. Pin got emotionally publicly executed. That he did. He did crossbow. But yeah, like, I never expected in my entire life to hear an old British man talk about a panda penis. That was quite literally the most funniest thing to me. God, it was funny. And now Captain's gonna be quoting it for at least the entire week. Fuck. But there's only two animals that I would want to be on this entire planet if I had a choice. And they are polar opposite ends of the spectrum when it comes to personality. I would want to be a capybara, because they are literally the most chillest animal on the planet. That they get piggyback rides from fucking alligators. Like, alligators and crocodiles literally have no beef with capybaras to a point where, like, they will hop on their back and just use them as a nice little ferry through the river. And they don't care. Freaking gators are just like, oh yeah, nah. This is my friend Jerry, he's pretty cool. He needed a ride across the lake, so just figured I'd help him out. Like, literally no other animal in the animal kingdom really wants to fuck with capybaras. Because they are just that chill of an animal. Kiwi are unusual among birds because once they've bonded as a pair, they usually stay together as lifelong monogamous couple. Traditional gender roles are reversed. Female is bigger and dominates the male.
Isn't that human marriages? No, you can't lie. Even all these old couples who've been together their whole life, you know the woman. She owns that man.
No, I was gonna say, and
a lot of times, the men, when they hang out with their friends, you know what they say? My wife's a bitch. I can't believe she'd make me do this. And then they get home, and that woman dominates that man, and he likes it. He likes it. He acts with all his friends. Oh, I hate that bitch. I never do any of that. Then he goes home, he's like, yes, ma'am.
Just like how Dragon Ball canonically explains why Goku and Vegeta like Bulma and Chi-Chi so much.
Oh god, why?
So, how it is canonically explained is that Saiyans...
Marshmallow!
Saiyans, the male populace of the Saiyan race, loves violent women.
Dude, who doesn't like violent women?
No, like, they are quite literally that definition of, I love a woman that could actually just kill me.
Me too!
So, like, the way it's explained is from Vegeta, because I think in an episode they were like, man, I don't understand. How would you ever love a woman that could just literally kill you in an instant? And he was like, what? That's what male Saiyans are attracted to. Haven't you noticed? And they were all like, wait, what? Captain, demonic voice, marshmallow cat, cries.
What, you guys got a problem with how I talk to my marshmallow?
The mellows of marsh. Dude, that's like hyenas. I mean, yeah.
I love that female hyenas are the ones with the pee-pees.
You know they have to give birth through it, right?
That's so metal.
Bro, I feel bad. Like, could you imagine your poor pee-pee opening up to the size of a child?
No! Okay, I'll hold your little feetsies so that you don't fall off. He's making me hold his little feetsies. Look.
Okay. But the other animal I would want to be, just to answer the question real quick, I'd want to be a honey badger.
Honey badger don't give a fuck.
I fucking love that video. Male hyenas have to leave their clan at a certain age, then get kinda adopted into another one. Kinda adopted? Nah, they get pegged by the eldest female, and then they're like, alright, you're the new drone, essentially. They're, like, male hyenas are quite literally the male honeybees.
Even male honeybees don't get pegged.
No, but they get used and then dumped.
But yeah, but they still don't get pegged. They get pump and dumped. I'll give them that.
I didn't learn that in the hyperfixation. Yeah. Yeah. Sometimes when, like, a new male comes in, they're like, hold up, we gotta do the pecking order. And instead of, like, you know, just doing what other dogs do in the sense of fighting each other and figuring out, you know, who goes where in the food chain, so to speak. They're like, instead of fighting, whip them out, boys. That's instantly where it goes, and it's just like, Jesus Christ.
Right, everyone, pull out your dicks.
What? Could you imagine waltzing, like, if that happened with humans, right? Like, walking into a workplace and it's like, alright, everyone whip them out. Huh? Clearly far superior.
I'd probably do it. I have no shame.
We know your friend Jack doesn't have any shame.
Yeah, whenever he sends you pictures of him butt naked standing on top of his fucking bathroom counter, everything just hanging out, and he's like, I didn't know I was this flexible, bro. It's like, whoa.
It's like, bro, I could be in gymnastics. Yes, you can. Is there any particular reason you had to show me naked?
Is there any particular reason you took your pants off, sir?
Like, seriously, if there was a workforce that Jack went into and they were like, alright, first day initiation, get naked, him. Alright, let's do this. Like, no ifs, ands, or buts. He would just be like, alright, cool. Why are you harassing the small cat?
Because he harasses me.
How?
In the middle of the night.
What?
Likes to stick his ass in my face.
Okay, that's fair. But that's like every cat. Manager, alright everyone, whip him out. Officer workers. Huh? Manager, your client lists.
Everyone just pulls out their dick. Alright, what are we doing now? Your client list, you fucking morons.
Just imagine. Alright, whip him out. Everyone in the cop precinct. You just hear zippers all across the room, just your client list, you dumbass!
The police precinct?
Well, you know what I mean.
It would be your arrestee list.
The point being...
Yeah. You know, I took that client into jail the other day. Piece of shit. Come on.
Alright. For police.
If I tried to legitimately and seriously read for the judge for a while, I'm gonna do it tonight.
For police, it would be your guns. We are doing firearm training.
Alright, move them out. Everybody unzips their pants. Wrong gun, everybody. The other gun. Oh, shit. Sorry, sir.
Alright. Alright, everyone. Whip out your guns.
He's pulling his cock out.
Alright, everyone. Whip out your Glocks. Unzips pants. I said Glocks!
Well, it rhymes. Today, we
with the G, Jeremy.
The only way we'll get past Acro into the truth.
You're right, but it's gonna be tough. Anyways, I want you to make sure that Regina sees it all today. It's important. Then she'll finally have to deal with the reality of what happened to her father. You want us to make sure Regina watches? We have been talking about some really bad shit, so without context...
Don't worry, it's Japan. She can watch.
What the fuck? No, this isn't Japan. It's Japanifornia. Remember?
Well, we'll just assume that that law is legal in Japanifornia. It's Japanifornia. She can watch. What's that supposed to mean? For some reason, he's giving me James vibes. From Pokemon.
Oh.
He's starting to give me James vibes.
She needs to know that when people die, they don't just become stars. I may be an old-fashioned clown, but I don't believe in people becoming stars. Hold up, how old is Regina?
16.
I thought she was 18.
No, she's 16.
Oh no.
Court is now in session for the trial of Maximilian Galactica.
Oh, she is
I
16.
told you 16. It's just like yesterday with the damn hot dog buns.
What? Regina is Japanese legal, not American legal.
Well, okay, but we're talking this is Japanifornia, so what is she? Is she legal or not? Or are we in a paradox where she's both legal and not legal at the same time?
We just need to have her sign a written consension waiver. That's it.
A consension waiver?
Fucking gosh damn it.
What the hell is a consension waiver?
Waiver of consent. That thing. I don't fucking... I'm too tired. I'm tired.
The prosecution is ready, Your Honor.
It depends on your language pack if she's legal or not.
Kim, we have to switch the language to Japanese.
What the fuck?
Well, we gotta make her watch.
Yeah, a court case.
But Mo said we had to make her watch, and I have no context as to what she's watching.
The court case!
Oh, well, based on the fact that Von Karma's here, somebody's getting fucked anyways.
Well, yeah, but it's more so a metaphorical fuck, so I don't really know if that counts. Well,
This
Miss...
is so gonna get taken out of context.
Yeah.
If
Well, Miss Von Karma, you may proceed
read
with
it.
the case. Prosecution would like to revise its previous theory of events.
What's the meaning of this?
We have discovered a new witness, or shall I say a new eyewitness. One that saw Maximilian Galactica fly off from the scene of the crime.
Could you... Alright, pause. So, I know, I'm not doing this to attack Ace Attorney, because we know paranormal shit's real in this universe, right? But take yourself out of the Ace Attorney universe and put yourself in the real life world, right?
Mm-hmm.
You got hired. Let's say this isn't Japanifornia. This is like actual America. Right?
Okay, well, in actual America, half this shit would have been malpractice.
Anyways, it's actual America, right? You're the jury. You're sitting in there. You've been on this court case for like 3 days now, right? Prosecution brings in a witness. She says this is an eyewitness to the crime. You as the jury are like, okay, cool, an eyewitness. So you're sitting there. She goes, she or he seen, we'll just call him Max Ashton, because I don't want to call him Max and Wayne, because I'm trying to make this as realistic as possible. Right? We see Max Ashton fly away from the crime scene. You would be like, what the fuck?
Wait, what do you mean by fly? Like Superman fly? Like he just fucking like up and out this bitch? Or like what do you mean? Like he flew? But see, like that doesn't tell me anything.
Are you saying he flew away? And then they'd be like, yeah, he flew away from the crime scene. Somebody's on crack, and I know for sure there wasn't the killer.
Hello, Captain Pyro.
So, how's everyone doing?
So far, so good.
Your Honor, she was illegal in Japan.
What?
What?
I had a feeling something
I had a
like
feeling
this.
something like this would come up. Just like something just came up in my pants. Just like something came up in that cat's mind. He has no clue what the hell he's doing.
Due to this revision, we are now prepared to explain how the defendant flew that night.
Hey, fuckhead, quit it.
An explanation to the prosecution will present if the need so arises. In fact,
Miss Von Karma, something did arise in my pants the last time you used that whip on me. I'm into some freaky shit, Von Karma.
bug sex. In fact, my detective stayed up all night creating a mock-up of the scene on my orders. Poor Gumshoe.
Poor Gumshoe. Very well. Please call your witness. Hold on a minute.
Would you just grab the damn highlighter?
I'm working on it, okay? Give me this shit, you fat, hair-shaped bitch.
The fuck is happening?
Marshmallow found a highlighter and he was playing with it.
Thank you, you hair-shaped motherfucker.
Okay.
And because Marshmallow is so fat, he is in the shape of a pear. Time to get to work, or shall I say, time to walk the courtroom tightrope. Cool! Let's fucking get on with this! The fuck did that bitch come from? Name and occupation.
Ken Dingling.
Dingling.
I know, Ken Dingling, but everyone calls me Dingle. I'm employed as an acrobat at the Very Big Cock.
Oh god. Where were you the night of the crime?
I was in my room that night beating off.
Not that I could feel anything from the waist down.
God dang.
Damn.
He's paralyzed!
We got it.
I'm paralyzed, but the trouser snake ain't. That bitch rises just fine.
If you look at the map, you will see the witness's room is near the crime scene. My room is on the 3rd floor.
My room is on the 3rd floor, and the crime scene is below my window. Can I read my lines for once? I'm in a good mood to do this.
Then stop fucking...
Sorry, I have to suck it dry. If there's anything left, I didn't do a good job.
The night of the crime, the witness saw something quite shocking. Would you tell us what you witnessed?
Okay. What I witnessed. It was just after 10 o'clock p.m. and I was resting my head, beating my wheat.
Oh, good God.
Around that time, as I was about to nut, I heard a large thump noise from outside the window. Then a few minutes later, I saw a flying dildo right by my window.
Saw someone flying.
A dildo right by my... It was Max Galacticock. I only saw him from behind, but that's what it looked like. To be honest, when I saw that, I put my dick back in my pants and thought I was dreaming. This witness's testimony matches up exactly with that of the clown.
If that's the case, there is very little the prosecution need add. All that's left is to explain how the defendant disappeared into the sky
You
that
actually
night.
try to read. I'm actually reading this. I'm just joking with it. Before we get that far, I'd like to cross-examine the witness.
A foolish choice by a foolish fool who wishes to feel the foolish sadness of
Okay,
a sad
don't even try.
No, I just get tired of reading this bitch in a certain voice because not only does it hurt me after a while, but it hurts me mentally because she does that fucking only a foolish fool with foolishly fools. Go shove a dick up your ass. Just like your old friend Mr. Miles Edgeworth did.
Mr. Wright, do you have a problem with the witness's testimony?
I got a problem with this bitch's attitude.
In the words of Miss Von Karman, may I quote yesterday's proceedings? There's no way that actually happened. Very well. You may proceed with your penis cross-examination.
What I witnessed.
There's that music. I was waiting on it to hit. I was just waiting on it to hit.
I'm resting in my bed.
I was resting in my bed after beating my meat.
Heard a large
Around the time
thump
I heard a large thump right as I busted my nut.
from outside the window.
Then, a few moments later, I saw someone flying right by my window.
You say that with hesitation as if they weren't really flying.
It was Max Galacticock. I only saw him from behind, but that's who it looked like. I like looking at him from behind.
The light in your room was turned off then, right? That's true, I was going to bed after all.
What's this one called? What are we on?
I don't know. With the lights off, you were still able to clearly see a human fly by your window. The safety lights lit things up enough for me to see. But honestly, there was only enough light for me to see the silhouette outside my window. It was the person's back, so I couldn't see the white roses on the front. Did you see any of the other symbols? I clearly saw the silk hat as well as the cloak wrapped around his body. I'm convinced that the person I saw was Max Galactica.
Can you save real quick for me?
Yeah.
Thank you.
For now, I'll say there's nothing wrong. So I can find a clear contradiction, I better not overdo it. When I saw that, I thought I was dreaming. Okay. See, he says flying with hesitation.
Hold on. Go back.
To the other one?
Yeah, press that for me.
I already pressed it.
Hold on, I'm trying to think through this, like, actually.
I'm guessing there was a contradiction.
Let me think. It's true, I was going to bed after all. So with the lights off, you were still able to clearly see a human fly by your window. Your Honor, why didn't do it? The safety lights lit things up enough for me to see.
but honestly, there was only enough light for me to see the silhouette outside my window. It was the person's back, so I couldn't see the white roses on the front. Do you see any of the other symbols? I clearly saw the silk hat as well as the cloak wrapped around his body. I'm convinced that the person I saw was Max Galactica. The more I press and the less results I seem to get, but maybe there was something fishing about his...
There's a contradiction.
Is it because he wouldn't have been able to see anything because the light would have been, like, right there in front of him?
There's a huge contradiction with the testimony that was just given.
Objection! No! And then we can improve it with evidence!
She's right. Let's see some evidence. You have any evidence to support your claim of contradiction? I'm gonna say, intelligently enough, give me the silk hat. Present the silk hat. You claim to have seen the exact same thing Mo saw that night. Do you stand by that? What do you mean? The silk hat. What about the silk hat? I saw it on Max's head as he flew by my window. Well, you should have tried looking down out of your window that night. That would have been quite difficult considering the state I'm in. Just looking outside of the window was tough enough challenge for me. That's a shame, because you would have noticed the silk hat found on the scene. That's the Ringmaster's hat, right? Afraid not. No matter how you look at it, this is Max's silk hat. Where are you going with this, Mr. Wright? You saying that Max has 2 silk hats? No, this is a handmade one-of-a-kind model made only for Maximilian Galactica. Which means, Acro, that you've been fibbing on the stand. Order, order.
Objection! As always, it looks like someone just had to open their mouth before thinking.
Are you okay, Nick?
Well, I opened my big mouth, and now I have to back it up. How about it, Mr.
Good luck.
Wright? What would cause this witness to commit perjury in this court today? Let me think through it. I've been watching these. I haven't, like, been here, but I watch them when I've been gone. And I'm going to be honest with you. I say Acro is the real culprit.
Honestly, yeah, but at the same time, like, it could also be because he was dreaming, but we'll go with that. Your Honor!
Your Honor? On this occasion, the defense accuses Acro himself.
On this occasion?
What in the fuck are you accusing him of? Obviously, we accuse him of the murder of Mr. Russell Berry. Mr. Wright, are you serious? Deadly serious, Your Honor.
Ha ha ha. I think your trips to the circus
No,
have
I
served
cannot
you well.
turn the redeemables back on.
You seem to have learned how to try and grab at an audience's hearts and minds. Oh shit, that's me. Your Honor, don't allow yourself to be swayed by theatrics. Trying to wow the crowd with smoke and mirrors is the oldest bluff in the book.
Really?
Well, no shit, you old bastard! If you don't believe me, just look at the witness. Where the fuck is he getting these damn birds? He's calm enough for it to almost be scary. That's...
He is staying rather calm and collected.
Who the hell is letting these damn birds in?
Can someone close the window? Like, where the fuck are these guys coming from?
Mr. Dingaling, do you have any response to the defense's accusation?
Can someone please have this man stop fucking making Snow White references by bringing in all the damn forest life?
I don't really need to say a thing, do I? What do you mean? Everyone take a good look at me. I can't even stand up by myself, let alone leave the lodging house. That's true. I understand that Mr. Wright is just trying to help his client. But to do this by accusing me of murder of all things...
If she actually sounded like that, I would have killed this bitch a long time ago.
She's right. Way to pick on the disabled, man. You heartless, cruel man. Phoenix is a poopy head.
See that, Mr. Phoenix,
Is
right?
Paimon in the audience?
Probably. You're trying to drum up support from the peanut gallery. This is how you do it. I think that's enough of this little game. I've got a doctor's note to confirm that Acro is unable to stand under his own power. Maybe the defense is planning on making a claim to counter this as well. I can hear the defense now. Acro had an accomplice.
What do you say about this, Mr. Wright?
Nah, it's actually a pretty good thing.
Of course he didn't. He didn't!
Oh god damn it!
Oh my fucking god!
Here, I'll just skip through all this.
I fucking had it all planned out, and you just went ahead without it.
I thought it said didn't.
You fucked us all over! Oh my god!
Can you go back?
I mean, technically.
I guarantee you he didn't have an accomplice, and we're fucking about to lose health. You had a saved game, go back.
I know, I'm having to present something anyway. It's gonna force me to do it.
There's a contradiction. Now just skip. Skip through all of this. Hat. Silk hat. I had it all planned out. I knew where I was going with this.
I'm sorry!
You both were on the same wavelength, but like, you just went so far south.
Well, I had it all planned, and the second she was like, let me guess, you're gonna say he has one. Acro's the real culprit. I was like, no, of course he didn't. He's using the fact that he's disabled to fucking get away with it. In my honest opinion, that's what he's doing. He's using the fact that he has feeble little fucking legs to be like, I didn't do it. Look at me. I can't walk. Nah, fucking disabled people can murder just as good as fucking able-bodied people.
True.
I've seen some crazy shit in my time, and let me tell you, I have watched a person that cannot walk launch out of their wheelchair and beat the fuck out of someone. It's possible.
He did it.
Yes.
Now then, this must be when we get to hear the name of the mystery accomplice.
Not this time, Von Karma.
What?
You're not going to sucker me into this one. What are you blabbering about, Mr. Wright? There was no accomplice. Acro planned to commit the murder by himself. Order, order. What are you getting at?
Way to keep them on their toes, Nick.
And she could use it because she is German. Yes, we're really good at it. Dankeschön.
Good for her. Is she gonna fucking fling sauerkraut at us too?
She just might.
I will smack the fuck out of you. Don't ever do that shit again.
Yes. You like when we fling the sauerkraut at you, don't you? Oh, yes, you do. Yes, you like it. Oh, you like the sauerkraut.
Yum it off.
What the fuck?
Oh, yes. Yes, the poop. Right down with the poop.
The fuck?
In Japanese, she is American, so be happy that it isn't a gun. I have to show how Acro murdered fucking Scheisse. Where the hell did it go? I'm going to come if I don't find it. Raspberry. Oh yes. What fucking shit did it go? Oh my god. They fucking disappeared quicker than my dad.
Damn.
Alright, let us continue.
Find it.
I now have to show how Acro murdered mine. I can't say that on YouTube.
My leader that I can't say his name because it would get me banned.
My leader that I cannot. The Supreme Chancellor of Germany from the year of 34? I'm not sure. I can't remember. To 1945. Wunderbar! Okay, let's continue, please.
Can you do it, Nick? Can you really do that?
I know what I can't do. I can't stop now. If I stop attacking, I'm doomed.
Alright, then let's do it.
Mr. Phoenix, right? If this witness is the killer, then his eyewitness account is all lies, right? Mr. Wright, I'd like you to clear something up for me. When the crime was committed, exactly where was Mr. Dingaling? He was in his room. He committed the murder in there and then put him out there. That's why there's no footsteps at the scene of the crime. He rolled his little ass.
Or he could have just dumped him out the fucking window.
No, he rolled his little ass over there. That's Acro's room? Pretty simple, eh? Acro wasn't able to leave the lodging house by himself. We can't say the N-word.
Von Karma is just...
a angry German from the 40s in the next Ace Attorney game.
Yes.
Damn it. I said we can't say the N-word and that meme popped into my head. There are consequences for saying the N-word!
How do you know? How do you know?
The nah word or the word? Captain, yes. We can't say either. In that case, there can only be one correct answer. Acro didn't leave his room to kill the ringmaster. What? Wait, hold on. This is my opportunity to do Ralph's favorite thing that I say as Richtofen.
Wait a minute. Hold on, it ain't gonna get us banned, is it?
No. What? Are you nuts?
What?
What say you, Mr. Dingaling?
Gosh damn it, where do you keep getting these fucking birds?
It's an interesting theory. I read my fucking line. Please continue before I lose my marbles.
It's because it said theory.
A game theory!
Stop
Thanks
it!
for watching! That's it. Considering that what you proposed is impossible, yes, that's it. It's legitimately not impossible. Just because you're disabled doesn't mean you don't have upper arm strength.
If you do not wish me to summon birds, don't keep a window open. There is no windows!
All I can see now is that he was like, come here, ringmaster, come here. Give me a hug in my decrepit state because I can't fucking walk. And then he strangled the motherfucker! And because he has such good upper body strength, he picked this fat motherfucker up and he wheeled his little tiny ass over to the window. He opened that shit and said, fuck you, you piece of shit. Yeah, and then threw his ass outside.
You sound like a very angry papyrus when you said the yeah. That makes me think of Underfell Papyrus, of just like throwing something out a window. As the witness has stated, your assertion is impossible.
We didn't say he was at the scene, you fuckhead! Stop licking me!
That's you! Fucking get it!
As he is in a wheelchair, there is no way he could go to the scene and be the killer. This dude is like, I'm in a wheelchair, couldn't have murdered this motherfucker. You've got a point.
What do you mean, go to the scene? He was already at the scene!
It seems you've forgotten again, Mr. Phoenix Wright. The defendant was clearly spotted at the scene of the crime.
That's true. It is but a sham! Mo said that he saw Max, didn't he? And then he fucking floated away like a bitch. Max. Objection! Even if it was me, which it isn't, I would have floated away fabulously! I understand some of your logic, however, how do you think that I killed him?
You killed him with your bare hands!
You ran over with your wheelchair, obviously.
He killed him with the bird!
he got a whole army of birds to peck him.
What was he doing the whole time? Are we gonna make a South Park joke out of it? He's just rolling over him with his wheelchair like, Timmy!
He's called Acro because he is going to summon a crow. Oh, shut up.
Come on!
If I can't leave my
whatever he threw him out the window. That's what he threw him out the window. He's like, come on!
How did he do it? That's the next course of this legal buffet. Be careful, Nick. If you mess up here... She's right. I can't mess up here. Gotta give this some serious thought. I'm sure that Acro killed the ringmaster, and he did it while he was in his room. No doubt about it. Time to enlighten us as to how...
Present evidence. I know what I want to present.
Mr. Dildo committed the crime, Mr. Wright.
Mr. Dingaling. Present evidence for me. I'm going to present some evidence. So what did Mr. Dingaling use to commit the murder against Russell Perry?
His fucking birds!
Let me see. Go over. What all do I have? Show me pictures. Go over names of things. Because I remember something. Wait, go back. Go back. One more. Max G. Bust, bronze statue taken from the cafeteria before the crime. That's it. I guarantee you he used that. He's got massive upper body strength. That motherfucker went, Timmy! And then hit him over the fucking head.
You want me to present this?
Yeah, present my Max G. What's that, a picture?
What the fuck is this?
It is indeed. The problem is with the item that's shown in the picture. The bust. It's quite a large bust. Because it's life-sized, it is also very, very heavy.
For Christ's sake. Heavy?
Heavy enough to guarantee certain death. Especially if it was dropped from a third-story window.
Ah! Damn it! I found out my plan!
See, this is how Acro was able to kill the Ringmaster. With the force of gravity and Maximilian Galactica's ample bust.
His ample bosom.
Order, what the
Did you see
fuck?
all the? Did you all see that the birds just dipped?
Yeah.
So you're saying the bust fell onto the ringmaster?
Yes, it
Mr.
seems
Ding-
rather simple. It's a rather simple crime, Your Honor.
Mr.
He sank-
Dingling dropped his bust?
He sank in the cum instead of coming in the sink.
It's rather simple. A rather simple crime, Your Honor. He sank in the cum, not cum in the sink.
What the fuck, Mr. Wright? It's a rather simple crime.
Even if you were stuck in a wheelchair, it wouldn't be incredibly easy to commit. It would be incredibly easy to commit.
How could you
possibly wheel a? How could you possibly wheel a wheelchair with something so heavy? It's impossible.
It's not like he could feel his legs. So.
Well, Acro is an acrobat. Oh, really? He should have more than enough
you're
body strength to carry something like the bust.
Mr. Dildo!
Mr. Dingling, how do you respond to these charges?
You made dog angry. Well, Acro's at a loss for words.
He should be. He knows that I'm getting close to the truth.
Can we stop with the sexual innuendos of getting close in the bust?
Well. Acro, you can't run a...
I'd watch what I say if I were you, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Someone take this bitch and throw her out a fucking window!
Jesus.
What? Your Honor, the physical health of a witness is material to this case. I demand that we get proper testimony from the witness himself.
Testimony, you say? Von Karma, you fucking bitch. She's using this testimony as arousal to stall time.
Cam, you confirm that there are no windows to throw her out of, so she must stay. Gosh damn it! Well,
I like when I make my balls touch together.
NANI?
What?
The fuck?
Okay, fine. Then can we throw her out the front door?
How about we throw her onto the bed and hate fuck her?
You planted that. You thought about that way before this.
You have no... Objection! You have no proof!
You were way too quick on the trigger on that one. I got proof.
Objection. No balls.
Objection! I can whip them out right fucking now. Would you like to take a look at these
You have
testes?
little tiny, little girl balls.
Black Baby Yoda. That's all I'll say. It's Black Baby Yoda.
There is absolutely no need for such testimony. Objection. Defense has version in the mirror. Defense accusing the rest of the
The defense's objection is overruled. Why can't he see things my way once in a while?
Because he's an old fucking man and can't see anything but 2 inches from his face!
Away. Tell me why ain't nothing but a ding-a-ling. Tell me why I'm sorry, but we need you to testify. Tell me why about your physical condition.
If you have any doubts about your ability to
have
testify,
any
you can
doubts.
request expert testimony. And the witness will have your testimony. Let's all be respectful towards him.
Thank you. Fuck you, you fucking disabled asshole! That woman will sink to any low to win a case. Hopefully she sinks low enough on her knees that she can suck my fucking...
I was about to say, how low does it go when it comes to sucking dick to win a case? Acro's physical state.
I suppose I could have lifted something the size of that bust. I have strong upper body from working as an acrobat, and only my legs were injured. However, lifting that bust and looking out of the window would have been impossible.
There's no way I could exerted that kind of force on my lower body.
Nah, bullshit. You are built like Joe Swanson from Family Guy. You are more than capable.
Okay.
I better watch me hit this.
That was the last thing I expected to hear.
He is! Look at him!
Oh my god, he's not like Joe Swanson! That makes it impossible for me to know the location of the Ringmaster's head. Thus, it would be unrealistic for me to drop a bust on him, don't you think? Sounds like a crock of shit.
I have no doubts in regards to this witness's testimony.
It was impossible for him to lift the bus and stick himself out far enough to look. Not to mention that he could not have known the location of the ringmaster's head. A single false step would have led to even more severe injuries.
You just ate me.
Yeah, I know. That's what I was thinking.
That's what I was thinking. What's your opinion on the matter, Mr. Wright?
The string.
I'd still like to proceed with my cross-examination.
The one he used to pull it back up.
He's simply stalling. It's shameful, really. I'm gonna nut in your mouth. Hold your nose and make you swallow it. I can't let it get to me. I've got to focus. I really gotta focus. We're getting a little perverted in here.
A little?
Let me read through these. I suppose I could have lifted something the size of that bust. I have a strong upper body from working as an acrobat, and only my legs were injured. However, lifting the bust and looking out of the window would have been impossible. There's no way I could have exerted that kind of force on my lower body. That makes it impossible for me to have known the location of the ringmaster's head. Thus, it would have been unrealistic of me to drop the bust on him, don't you think? Go back one. Now, go to present, I think is what I want to do.
That makes it impossible for me to have known the location?
Yes.
Present what?
Go over. Click on the wooden box and look at it. Do we have a crime scene photo, by any chance? No, he would have been able to tell because he can wheel his little ass over to the window and look out of it. I know he can. And that's what he's trying to say that he couldn't do. And if that box was down there, he could have seen that box. And he could have left it there intentionally to bring his ass over. So that he was investigating the fucking box. So he would have then opened the window and dropped it.
Yeah.
So I'm going to say either present the wooden box or the crime scene photo. I don't think either matter. I would say just present one of them.
We'll present the photo.
Piero. I want to call him Piero for some reason. Acro, you fuck! You didn't really need to lean out of the window, did you? What are you driving at, Mr. Wright? You already knew ahead of time where the ringmaster's head was going to be. Quite precisely, I may add.
Your silly hintings of things is pointless, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Enough stalling. How about you show some evidence?
But I did such a good job at hinting. Yes! Hurry up and explain things, Mr.
Fuck, are you a
Wright.
JoJo's character?
Yes.
Maybe you should take a look at this. Take that. Yeah.
The key point here is the wooden box. The same wooden box that the victim was found hunched over. The same. The question is, who placed the wooden box here?
Ew.
When Ben and company saw the ringmaster, they didn't see him holding the box. Which means that this wooden box was already placed at the scene of the crime. I have to admit that your theory makes a lot of sense. The moment that the bust came falling down was exactly the same moment the ringmaster lifted up this wooden box. Which means that the answer to all these questions is now crystal clear.
You mean...
If the bust were to fall upon the point marked out by the wooden box, there would be no way that it could miss the head of the victim.
No. No, it's just ignorant. It's ignorant.
Order. This is unbelievable. Finally, some of these loose ends are starting to tie themselves up. Now I just gotta keep going. And there's only one way to go from here. Forward.
Stop!
So the question I have is, who placed that wooden box at the scene? It was Mr. Dingling, of course. He connected it to a rope, and then all he had to do was lower it down.
Allow me to whip some sense into you, Mr. Phoenix, right?
Can you fucking stop?
The ringmaster's head could have been anywhere when he lifted the box.
That's why the box was so specially made.
Specially made.
Indeed. It had the most peculiar feature.
The contents?
Hold on, let me think. What do we know about the box? Give me some info about it.
Let's see. The victim
It's heavy.
20-pound
It's
box.
heavy.
Boasts a small but strong lock.
The weight of the box. It's
I
heavy.
would say wait. Justin and Jelly says the weight as
Because,
well.
let me think about this. Because he's trying to hit him in the head, right? So, I guarantee you, it's gonna be, the box has a remarkable weight because it's so heavy you have to bend over to pick it up, meaning that you would lower your head right over the box.
Yeah.
You are, like, the box is so heavy you have to bend down to pick it up, leaving your head exposed to be crushed by the bust.
The box has a remarkable weight.
Wait.
According to the court record, it weighs 20 pounds. Just to lift up this wooden box would have required... Oh, I see. One would have had to squat down and lift up with their body, wouldn't you say? That's exactly what I was going to try to point out. The box is also very large. The box also has carrying handles on either side, doesn't it? That is correct. To lift up the box, you'd have to squat down, which means that no matter who you are, your head would be in approximately the same place. Oh my god, me and Phoenix just fucking connected.
Just ignorant.
We just became one brain cell.
It's just ignorant. Ignorant.
Does he even bother to listen to me anymore? No, it's because he's a fucking psychopath. He has no emotion. He does not give a fuck. Fuck him.
Well, I mean, his little brother pretty much was... I mean, he's in a coma, but at that point, like... Oh, hello, Satyr.
Hello.
I mean, at that point, like, his little brother was pretty much killed by a dumb blonde. So... I must admit, I'm shocked at your imaginative skills. He's used to putting his life on the line, words or nothing. Yeah. Did you do it? Place the wooden box in the plaza? Or, like, did you...
I'm not reading it anymore. I've got him in a corner and he's just denying it. I don't want to read him. I'll get pissed.
May have vivid imagination, but I could never have done what he is proposing.
I've got his ass.
What?
Mr. Wright, do you recall the original location of Max's bust?
It was in the cafeteria.
It was on top of the table in the cafeteria.
Then what happened to it?
I'd like you to remember one important fact, Mr. Wright. I could not possibly leave the lodging house by myself.
Ah, that means...
You understand what I mean, don't you?
You've got plenty of ropes and shit. Shut the fuck up.
I may very well have been able to drop the bust from my room. However, how would I have gotten the bust from the cafeteria to my room?
Oh, I know. It's the monkey. He got the monkey to go get it for him.
Yeah. The monkey likes shiny things, and it's got shiny stuff on it.
You see, Mr. Phoenix Wright, explain that. Don't forget, you said there is no accomplice.
Arg.
That's exactly how the witness could have carried the bus
It was
from
the monkey.
cafeteria.
We definitely have a problem here.
No, we don't.
But this is no place to get perplexed.
I'm not perplexed. It's the fucking monkey.
I've got to get my wits about me and prove things.
Shut the fuck up, Phoenix. The
all.
motherfucker controlling you's got it all under control right now, baby.
Alright, Mr. Wright, let's hear your explanation. How the wind escapes the bus from the
It was
cafeteria
Money
back
the
to-
monkey.
Monkey.
A monkey?
Monkey.
I'm glad Frieza's not here.
You saved me. Why?
Everyone knows Money. He loves shiny objects of any size. Oh my god! Can you put this back here? I don't like that rubbing on that. Thank you. Yes, take Zhongli's fat ass and move it over there.
I'll take Zhongli's fat ass wherever I damn well please.
Everyone knows Money. He loves shiny objects of any size. Oh, like when he stole the ventriloquist's ring.
So are you saying the when you had the monkey steal the bus?
Of course. He didn't order the monkey to steal it. The monkey stole it on his own, and then he brought it back home. Home? Money lives in Acro's room. Acro's room?
But the bus was bronze, wasn't it? Bronze isn't it all so shiny?
Maybe you should put the whip down sometimes and read the court record. My, those are some very nice cards he's holding.
Very shiny cards.
You know the irony of this is that Max technically did kill him because it's a bust of Max. Yes, they're made of platinum, which is very shiny.
I guess technicalities.
Wow.
Acro. Money is a strong monkey, right? Be easy for him to bring the bus back to your room.
No, really, he brought up a fucking entire ass tuba. Tubas are not exactly light.
If he wasn't able to handle that himself, I'd be on the market for a new roommate. Order, order, I said order, Miss Von Karma. Where is the bust in question at this moment?
I don't know. We're searching for it as we speak.
This is a rather strange turn of events. But let's say that the monkey had not stolen the bust. What would have happened then? Well, in that event, something else would have been used as the murder weapon.
Wait.
Then you mean this bust was the murder weapon purely by accident? It's possible. Maybe Acro saw Money's mountain of stolen goods and thought to use one of them. Anyways, I think we've more than proven one critical fact.
Namely, that it's entirely possible that Acro was the murderer.
Moron. Just ignorant.
Mr. Wright's argument was so circular, I'm still a bit dizzy. However, his argument does hold water. There's no denying that.
Don't seem so flamboozled, especially by this fraud of an attorney.
Fraud?
You've forgotten the absolute most important thing, Mr. Phoenix Wright.
And what is that?
You should know. You forgot that you're a fraud of a magical clown was spotted at the scene of the crime.
I know it was spotted and it wasn't Max.
There's no reason to doubt the clown's testimony.
That's true. How do you respond to that, Mr. Wright?
Nick, don't let her beat you now.
I won't. It's my chance to turn this trial around.
When the murder occurred, there were two people at the scene of the crime.
Yep.
One was the victim, Russell Berry, and the other was the murderer himself.
A string, stupid!
I know what it was. I know exactly what it was.
Answer this and only this, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Who was the murderer the clown saw?
Who was the murderer?
The bust?
It was the bust.
Yes.
He saw Max's...
I asked who was the person Mo saw on the scene. That evidence has nothing to do with the question.
Ignorant.
Ah, comptoir, mon frère. It does indeed have something to do with the question. I can't remember French to save my life, but I could remember that.
Mo said that he saw
Maybe it's just one of those languages that comes and goes. You know what I'm saying?
It is,
You know?
man. They all taught me French for an entire summer. I could almost fluently speak it, and I lost it because I never had to use it.
But he did not actually see the man himself. It wasn't a human being he saw. It was a mere fake!
How is that possible? It is simple, really. What Mo actually saw was that night was Max's bust.
What are you talking about? Have you tried using your brain at all in this case?
Maybe if you'd use your brain instead of your tits, you'd actually have a case.
I'll still suck on him, though.
The silhouette he saw was wearing a cloak.
Yeah, you can just add a cloak fucking to it, you dumb bitch.
There's no reason why you couldn't attach a cloak to the bust. It would be easy to hang one off of the cards in the bust's hand.
Idiot, who in their right mind would put a cloak on a bust?
Doesn't matter who put it
It doesn't
on.
matter who put it on the bust. Just wait a minute now, Mr. Wright. Who put the cloak on the bust? The question is of the utmost importance to this case, don't you agree?
No?
Ah, he can't be. So, let's have it, Mr. Wright. Wait a minute. Max went to see Russell that night, remember?
Mm-hmm.
He didn't have his cloak, he kept saying that. He hung it up in Russell's room. Russell is probably the one who put the coat on the bust.
Mm-hmm.
Present Russell.
Makes sense.
Who, him?
He was saying it was the victim himself, Russell Berry? That's what I'm saying.
The victim himself placed the cloak on the bust.
Place the cloak isn't really the right way of putting it. Then what would be the right way of putting it, Mr. Wright?
Explain yourself.
Okay, like I actually try to read her now.
Nick, do you really have a handle on all of this?
I'm fine, Maya. I'm finally putting all the pieces together. There's really only one picture I can paint anyways. Alright, so you want to know what really happened that night? Let's step back in time. Acro used a rope to lower the wooden box onto the scene. Then he attached the rope to the bust, and dangled the bust out of his bedroom window directly above the wooden box. At the same time, the ringmaster told Max to wait in his room when he went to the scene. Of course, at the time, the ringmaster was wearing Max's costume. Perhaps he didn't want anyone to recognize him that night. But, just as he feared, he was spotted at the entrance of the lodging house by none other than the ventriloquist and his puppet, Benentrillo. When the ringmaster arrived at the scene, he bent over to lift the wooden box. And that's when Acro took his chance and released the rope. Now, this is when the magic happens. At the very instant that the bust hit the victim,
You wait just a second there, Mr. Phoenix Wright. As much as you try, as much as you scheme, this isn't true. It can't be.
it's still a little early to be getting so upset, Miss Von Karma. The circus isn't over yet. The impact of the bust on the victim threw the cloak up, which snagged onto the bust. That impact also caused
the sound a certain witness heard, prompting him to take a look. That witness was, of course, Lawrence Mo Curls, the clown. When Mo looked out his window, the cloak had already snagged onto the bust. Now, having completed the crime, Acro naturally went about pulling up the murder weapon. Of course, he had no idea that Mo saw the bust being raised with the cloak dangling on it. Primarily because, in his wheelchair, he couldn't see out of his window. So, he just kept pulling the bust up.
And that's how he flew away like a bitch.
And that's how the magical murderer disappeared into the sky came to be. So you see, the only person who could have pulled this off is the one person who was able to drop the murder weapon from above the crime scene. Acro, it could have only been you.
Acro's been playing mind games with all of us.
He sure has. But he has to come to the end of his rope now.
So,
What now?
you've graced us with a rather long-winded tale. Do you have any evidence to prove that your fairy tale is true?
Evidence?
In this court, only two things matter: the power of evidence and the power of my whip.
Don't forget the power of my gavel as well. Mr. Wright, the prosecution brings up a good point. Can we see some evidence?
Nick, they say they want evidence.
I just explained how there could only be one possible murder method. But there was still something unusual about Mo's eyewitness account.
Unusual?
A contradiction, actually.
Okay then, use that and get out of this jail.
It's enough talking amongst yourselves. Proceed, Mr. Wright. Present some evidence to the court that backs your claims. I want hard proof that you have unraveled the trick to this magical case. Present the
I got
summary.
nothing.
The hat?
Yeah.
You do it because he get no bitches.
The problem is, Max's three symbols. You know, the silk hat, the cloak, and the white roses. The symbols were a problem numerous times during yesterday's proceedings. Yesterday there were two contradictions in Mo's testimony.
The silk hat was one, the white roses were the other.
But the theory I just presented of all things, explains all of these contradictions.
You fool. Do you ever shut up?
Max's silk hat was found at the scene of the crime. However, remember what Mo said yesterday. He testified that the criminal he saw fleeing the scene was wearing a silk hat. There's only one explanation for that. The silk hat that Mo saw was actually the bust's. Makes sense. If you look at it that way, then he did see the silk hat. Well, sort of.
Fine, you've got one, but what about the other contradiction?
The other contradiction?
Remember what that ventriloquist said in court. He said that he witnessed white roses on Max's chest that night. Ugh. But the clown's testimony doesn't match.
Well, the bust had the platinum cards.
The clown said that there were no white roses. I'd like to see you try and explain that one away. Can you do it, Nick?
Of course. I can explain all of it.
What was that?
Please recall the instant when the cloak snagged onto the bust. If the cloak snagged onto the bust, what happened to the white roses?
Do you get it yet? If the cloak got snagged onto the front of the bust, it means that the white roses would end up on the back of the bust.
Ah.
Which explains why Mo didn't see them. The white roses were not visible because they were on the back side of the bus. What's up, double camera?
Bob.
Hey, what's up, double camera?
Well, everybody knows that he's Blake now. So what's up, Blake?
I still like calling him Bob.
It's kind of funny to call you Bob. This
It is
is
kinda
quite
funny.
the shocking state of affairs. Mr. Wright's theory still sounds a bit absurd to me. However, let's just keep going down this road for a while and see where it leads.
Let's do this, Nick. And maybe Von Karma will finally throw in the towel.
She won't.
Can't wait for this flying spaghetti monster.
Wasn't much
Fucking
for that
defense.
theory. Mr. Wright, do you mind? What is it? Took the time to research our circus, didn't you? Well, yes, I did. Is there something making you think that I didn't? If you did, then maybe you'll understand why I think you're off track. Why is that?
Motive. This witness feels an incredible debt of gratitude towards the ringmaster. Anyone with any relation to the circus is well aware of this. Bullshit, there is a motive! Thus, there is absolutely no way someone like this would kill the ringmaster. Your Honor, I'd like you to hear Acro's story. Learn about his relationship with the ringmaster and his life up until now. What do we do? There's no doubting that Acro deeply respected the ringmaster.
Acro's motive.
Seems that this case isn't over yet. Very well, however, I feel this is a good place to take a break. I will listen to the rest of Mr. Dildo's testimony after recess. This court will now take a 10-minute recess.
Alright, so since we're taking a 10-minute recess, we will take a 10-minute break as well. Chat, we will see you guys all in 10 minutes. I'm actually going to take a straight 10-minute break, and then we will be right back.
We shall be back.
So before we leave, we'll get to where the trial
Hear me.
starts, so that we can kind of show up. I've got to go sleep. Bye. Alright, crossbow.
See you
But
later.
yeah, we'll take a quick 10-minute recess ourselves. See you guys in just a little bit.
Your mom. Alright, we are back, everybody.
I'm being pinned down by the entire server. Oh my fucking god, would you look at that?
How's everybody doing? December 30th, 2:17 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 5. I can't believe it. Acro? It's pretty shocking, isn't it? It definitely is, and to think he was always the most straightforward of the group. Jeebus, am I that hated?
Acro tried to pin the murder on you on purpose?
He did. Psst, psst. But I'm nothing but a little old nobody, you know?
But you're not, which is kind of the reason why.
Hey, pal! You're gonna ignore me after I went all this trouble to bring you some evidence?
Ah,
Oh, did you
Detective
already get him?
Gumshoe.
Nah, not yet. We gotta go through another trial, I think. Yeah, we do. We're taking a
yeah.
10-minute recess, quote unquote. Forget it. I'm going home. This guy deserves to be guilty anyways. Now, detective, I'm sorry. Look, why don't you relax a little?
We've got some really tasty milk.
How about a card trick, detective? Oh, well, if you insist.
Now about that evidence you mentioned. What is it?
Here you go.
Huh? This was yesterday in Acro's room.
Yep, and I've included the forensic results. Take a look at it later.
Won't Miss Von Karma be mad that you're doing this?
That's why this is all a secret. Huh? Look, details are on a need-to-know basis, and we're not really allies or anything. But everything that's happened in court up until now has gone according to our plan.
I don't know. Miss Von Karma didn't seem in control of things in there just now.
You'll figure it out eventually, pal. Yesterday, our final plans were set in motion. Final plans? Uh-huh. That reminds me, I've got a message from the prosecutor for you. Nothing is ever truly decided until the very end.
Fucking god.
That's it, and that's it for me too, pal. I'm out of here. I fucking hate the Von Karmas, bro. It's flying spaghetti monster time.
What do you mean by
Fling me,
that
fling me.
very end part?
I'm not sure. It was all pretty cryptic to me. Oh, one more thing.
Ah! Don't scare me like that.
It looks like there's a large care package from the circus for the defendant. What? For me? It's milk. The reception areas look like some kind of dairy. So hurry up and drink it all before it spoils.
An entire dairy's worth of milk for me?
What flying spaghetti monster defense is she coming out with?
Flying spaghetti monster.
Court is now back in session. Miss Von Karma, please continue from where you left off.
I'd like to continue with Acro's testimony, starting with his relationship to the victim. I'd also like to get proof from the defense. Proof of what kind of motive Acro would have to commit this crime.
Understood. Now, Mr. Diggling, please proceed with your testimony.
Finally, we get to the motive. Wait, Nick, are you okay?
Just do me a favor and ask questions. Don't ask questions you don't want the answers to.
Oh.
About the ringmaster.
When we were little, we were abandoned by our parents.
Sure. What am I checking? What note am I checking? This note?
Mm-hmm.
Come here, asshole. That's guaranteed death.
Have you forgotten what happened 6 months ago?
You're next.
And a small quantity of pepper.
Kill.
The lion smelt the pepper, which made the lion sneeze, which is why the lion bit his brother.
Interesting. We confirmed that it was put into Regina's pocket, right? And she put it on the billboard where her father ripped it off, correct? Yes. That's when the ringmaster of the Very Big Circus, Russell Berry, took us in. I became an acrobat at around 9 years old. I wanted to find a way to repay the ringmaster. That was my sole purpose in life. You're such a thoughtful young man. As you heard, the witness deeply respected the victim. I wonder how anyone could think Acro would kill the man he had ever seen. Could anyone think that, Mr. Wright? Which is why there's no real need for a cross-examination, is there? Yeah.
Yeah, Regina was the one.
Do that.
Because in reality, he wasn't out to kill the ringmaster, he was out to kill the ringmaster's daughter.
There's no need to cross-examine this witness. What's that? Why was the ringmaster murdered? There's no need to delve into that bit of testimony when I know the answer already. Mr. Wright, I'd like to ask you a question. Go ahead, Your Honor. I would just like to know, can you provide an explanation as to why Acro would want the ringmaster dead? I can't provide one. Yeah, I didn't even have to think about it. It was obvious from the start. Your Honor, there's a reason that Acro killed the ringmaster as something that can't be proven. What? That's because Acro had no reason to kill the ringmaster at all.
Your foolish attempts to fool us like foolish. Did you forget you made an accusation against this witness, did you not? I believe it was. This is the real killer of Russell Berry Ringmaster.
If you want to jump to the end of things, then yes, that sounds about right. The end of things? Acro, you didn't plan to kill the ringmaster at all, did you? The ringmaster wasn't your target that night.
What did you just say?
I'm saying that the target of this witness's murderous plot was not the ringmaster. Because it was never his intention to kill Russell Berry to begin with.
What?
Order. Bailiff, I don't care who it is. Smack anyone who's loud in the face twice if you must. Mr. Wright, what in the world are you trying to do to my court?
Mr. Phoenix Wright, what in the world are you trying to do with his court? Are you attempting to imply that Acro was trying to kill someone else? Regina. Take that! Regina Berry?
This young girl is the ringmaster's daughter, correct? Acro, you were really aiming for her that night, weren't you?
Objection! You don't need to answer that. It's a mean-spirited leading question.
Objection!
He could easily answer this question. If I'm wrong, all he has to say is you're wrong. That's it.
That's it, huh, Mr. Phoenix Wright?
Enough! Mr. Wright, allow me to...
The only thing allowed to interrupt me is death itself.
Huh?
And that goes for you too, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Show me evidence now. I want to know why Acro would want to kill redeemBBhi. Wouldn't we just present his brother?
No, I know the evidence.
Would it be the letter?
It's the note.
Okay.
Acro, you remember this, don't you? It's a piece of paper that we found inside the ringmaster's tailcoat. Inside the victim's tailcoat. Acro wrote this note. It's ironically entitled, "To the Murderer." Its purpose was to call someone to the plaza at 10 o'clock p.m.
Hold on, guys, I'm gonna be right back.
I did. So you're saying that he called Russell Berry with that note? Yes, but there's just one little problem. Problem? Acro did indeed place this note into someone's pocket. However, that someone was not the ringmaster.
You mean it wasn't for the...
That's exactly what I mean. The person this note was intended for was none other than redeemBBhi. Order, order, order. Mr. Wright, this little theory of yours. It's the truth, Your Honor. It isn't a theory. Simply put, Regina didn't think the note was meant for her, which is why the morning of the crime she placed it on the cafeteria bulletin board.
That's when her father, I mean the ringmaster, saw the note?
That's correct. The ringmaster ended up at the plaza instead of Regina. And he was killed because of that mistake instead of Regina. That's incredible! Remember the testimony that Acro gave us earlier today. Lifting the bus and looking out of the window would have been impossible. There's no way I could have exerted that kind of force on my lower body. If I were to do that, I'd end up falling out the window myself. Acro had no idea who it was that arrived in the plaza, because he couldn't look down out of his window to see who it actually was. I've got it! Acro thought it was Regina down in the plaza. And that's when he let the bust fly.
Hey, Nick? Isn't Regina listening to all this from the audience?
She is, unfortunately. It's only going to get harsher from here.
I hope Regina can handle it.
Acro wrote this note to Regina.
Foolishly. Very well, Mr. Phoenix, right? If you're so sure, then tell us about this line. I have conclusive evidence of what took place.
Yes? What about that line?
Well, if the note was meant for redeemBBhi, it would mean that this note is declaring that redeemBBhi is a murderer.
You just don't get it, do you?
What? What did you just say?
The ringmaster knew what the note meant, which is why he went to the plaza, in place of his lovely daughter. Hold it right there, Mr. Wright. What is this incident that is alluded to in the note? The incident 6 months ago. An incident occurred 6 months ago, and now I am more than ready to show this court what happened at the time.
Moron.
Wait, are you sure that it relates to the present case?
Yes.
It does indeed, Your Honor. Everything in this case has its start in what happened 6 months ago.
Really, Nick?
I think so.
Well, then, if that's the case, hurry up and tell us about it. What is this conclusive evidence mentioned in the note? I know I'd certainly like to know what it is. It's the scarf.
No, it's not. It's a seasoning bottle. Achoo, 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 achoo. Achoo, achoo, achoo.
What kind of spicy joke is this, Mr. Phoenix Wright?
It isn't a joke at all. It's the decisive evidence you asked for. What do you mean? Recall that the victim was trying to take the wooden box away with him. He was doing so because this piece of decisive evidence is what was inside. Another unbelievable conclusion.
Hello, Remington.
Hey, what's up, Remington?
What's up, Rizzleton? Very well, Mr. Wright. So what exactly are you all about? Also, if you're new here, do make sure to like and subscribe. Fucking enough to probably make a dominatrix jealous. The judge is a DILF. Are you claiming Regina Berry killed someone with a small bottle of pepper? Taking the note into account, that's the only logical conclusion you can draw. Foolish fool.
If you're so sure, Mr. Phoenix Wright, then answer this question. Who was Regina Berry's intended victim? The brother.
What?
The brother.
It's gotta be. It's gotta be the brother.
Yeah.
Who is this? This is Acro's younger brother.
What does this prove? His younger brother isn't dead.
Technically, that's true. However, Bat has been in a coma for 6 months now. It's not a stretch to see how Acro could feel that his brother is dead.
I mean, he pretty much is.
Gina, she did that to him.
Do you spend your entire life dreaming up of new ways to be a fool? Naturally, the prosecution has looked into Acro's brother. 6 months ago, he was bit by a lion and fell.
A lion?
Regina, I mean Miss Regina Berry, is an animal tamer by trade. However, no tamed animal in that position is ever trained to attack another human. They wouldn't understand the command. Moreover, Miss Regina could never do something like this. It wasn't really...
Rizzleton's getting horny over fucking Miss Von Karma right now.
Yeah.
We know the type of woman he likes.
It's the whip, bro.
Now we know what his girlfriend is actually like in private.
Well, at this point, we all know what Remington is like in general. Remington, why are you telling me all this? Bug sex.
Bug sex, Mark. Remington is into some freaky shit, chat. He took, I kid you not, he took a human-sized shit in my dachshunds.
You're just bad at it, Toxic. God.
I'm into some freaky shit, chat.
He's not the victim of an attempted murder, he's the victim of an accident.
I like to imagine Von Karma's whip as a Twizzler. I want to shove it up her ass. I see.
That is one durable Twizzler. Now what do we do? Do you think what happened to Bat was actually an accident?
The lion biting Bat was no accident at all. What?
You're such an amateur, Mr. Phoenix.
That's alright, we can film amateur videos together.
What did I miss?
There is no way that Regina would ever incite her lion to attack another human being.
She may not have incited the lion to attack another human being, but Regina is responsible for making the lion bite Acro's brother Bat. That's just a scarf. Acro, this scarf is something that Bat used to wear, correct?
That's right.
And who was the one that gave this scarf to Bat? Regina gave it to him. Regina, there is something more than just blood on the scarf, Your Honor. And what might that be? Pepper. Pepper? Pepper. Regina gave the scarf to Bat right before the accident, and she covered it with as much pepper as she could. What's with the silent treatment?
Excuse me, Mr. Wright.
Remington, you just gotta tug the whip a few times like a lawnmower cord, and then the chest inflates. Don't worry.
Bro, I ain't gonna lie, the lady with the black hair and purple dress is, Well, lucky for you, she just turned 18. Wasn't it said that the lion seemed to be smiling?
Smiling? The lion was smiling?
Right before Bat was bit by the lion. For a moment, the lion's mouth changed and looked like he was smiling.
Lions smile? Oh my god.
I've never heard of them smiling, however.
Lions sneeze. Leon wasn't trying to bite Bat at all. In reality, all he actually did was sneeze. He sneezed because of all the pepper on the scarf. What?
You fool!
You fool. Lol.
You've got to be kidding. What's the matter, Miss Von Karma?
I object for objection's sake. Mr. Phoenix Wright, this theory, you believe it? I mean, it's not like it's that absurd.
So mad.
You really intend to say that this is how this joke of an accident actually happened? Yeah.
Gosh damn it. You ever sneeze in line and accidentally comatose someone? Every week. I sneezed in a bug lady once. She liked it, Mark. Bug. Sex. Mark. Of course I do. The lion sneezed due to the pepper, and that's when Bat lost consciousness. Acro nearly lost his brother due to this accident, or this joke, as you put it. Which is why he tried to get his revenge against Regina. It almost does seem like a terrible joke, doesn't it? Once again, I'm impressed by your imagination, Mr. Wright. To think that there's someone who treats this accident with the respect that it deserves. Are you telling me that what I said was true?
Acro, you don't mean... You can't mean witness.
Are you confirming the defense's claim? Mr. Wright? Unfortunately, your imagination is not enough to find me guilty of murder. I just did.
I was about to say, he quite literally did, but I'm confused.
I already know where the weapon is hidden, too. At least I do, because I watched the anime. But I'm not saying where.
What do you mean by that? Dude, there's a point in Ace Attorney trials where, like, they go on for a little too long sometimes. Like, you get them, and you have them in the corner, and you know that it's time. You won. You have won this fight. And because they're really good at writing, I'll give them that. They do have good backdoors to get out of it, but sometimes I feel that they take the backdoor just to extend it. Like, they don't extend it because, oh wow, this is dramatic. They extend it to extend it for extension's sake. Like this one, I had him backed into a corner, it was good. We could have ended it right there, but they extended it for extension's sake. It's just, I don't know. I really do enjoy the game, but just good God, sometimes these trials just drag on for far too long.
Yeah.
An example of one that dragged on for a very long time, but I didn't hate it even though it dragged on for a while, right? Is, the last trial of the previous game, Edgeworth's last trial, where we went after the chief of police. That one dragged on for so fucking ridiculously long, but I enjoyed every second of it. There were a couple moments where I got kind of fucking flustered, but when they extended it, it got on my it didn't get on my nerves. But we do need the... Justin, you defend this game sometimes, and I get why, because you really like it,
But you gotta give me credit here. We could have seriously ended this trial. We could have ended it here. It's just some of these trials drag on for the sake of being long, and some of them drag on for the sake of being long, and I enjoy them. I think I just don't enjoy this one because in previous trials, they have really gotten me sucked in. This one has not had me since the beginning. I have not been that interested in this one. Yeah. Just being honest, I have not cared about this trial. Let me see how things work out first. But I do get what you're saying, Justin, and that's what I was saying earlier. They know how to write it. They know how to write these where they have good back doors to extend them. So I get what you're saying, Justin. We do need the bus to prove that he killed the remaster. I get that. They wrote that very well, that that's a good excuse to extend the trial. But we've won other trials in this game with less evidence. We've won crazier ones with less. I still think my favorite trial was the Chief of Police's. That was the best one they've done in this game. The dynamic you had in that between you and Edgeworth, both like fighting against each other, but then working with each other ever so, it was such a good trial, dude. I fucking loved it.
Why aren't you going to search his room?
That was my favorite trial, to be honest. I want to replay that one day. It was so good.
Looks like he finally figures things out. Von Karma never leaves anything to chance.
Justin, you've just got to forgive me for not liking this game all the time. Sometimes it just drags on when I don't like trials. Because now I'm not going to be paying attention. Yeah, I know where it's at. He's probably got it on him or some shit. Probably keeps that thing on him. That's where I keep it. I keep it in my pants. I know it's too big to fit in my pants, but you get the joke. Keep that in my pants. I keep that thing on me, cuz.
Looks like you lack the final nail to put in my coffin.
But what about the scarf? What about the note? What about them, Mr. Wright? No offense.
But that's all relevant evidence.
It really is relevant evidence. Whatever. I don't make the decisions. And what's crazy is as much as I haven't really cared about this trial, I've been on the fucking ball with it.
Yeah.
Bro, at this point, like, I hate when they do this, like, well, you don't have this one piece, and it's like, yeah, but we have, like, several other pieces that pretty much say that you're the one that did it, my guy.
You know what I love about this game? Sometimes it's, like, fucking so out there that there's no realism to be had, and I fucking love it. And then it's, like, really close to realism.
Kind of like JoJo's.
Yeah, and then it's, like, really close to realism where you're like, there have been convictions with less evidence in real life before. Mm-hmm. It's like, bro, we have literal spirit mediums that can channel the fucking dead. And I need to prove the murder weapon, even though we have all the evidence that says he did it, whatever. The defense counter-arguments look to have fallen short, blah, blah, blah. I know I won't lose. This game doesn't have the balls.
Until we sorry, Mr. White. Fuck off. Alright, I know where the bust is. It's on him. He keep that thing on him, bro. Oh, I know where it's at. It's on him. He keep that thing on him. Stay strapped or get clapped. It's in this courtroom. Fuck you.
Clapping Kafka's cheeks.
I would love to clap her cheeks, bro.
Same!
It's obviously where.
Also same.
Allow me to pinpoint, fuck. I didn't actually expect that to work. Oh shit. No, he keep that thing on him, Kyle.
Let me stand.
Well, you are a big guy, and you have a pretty big wheelchair because of it. I just wanted to make sure you weren't hiding anything under that blanket of yours.
Turns out he's butt naked.
Because it's your reason I'm busted. Oh my god, it was right! He keep that thing on him, Kyle!
Yes, but also, he is literally built like Joe Swanson.
He keep that thing on him, Kyle!
He is Joe Swanson.
What the fuck, bro? Really?
Once again, your penchant for humor hits me.
Take it off!
Wait, hold up. Hey, yo?
This isn't the craziest thing I've done. This is the craziest thing I've done in this courtroom. I held a metal detector up to this bitch's dad's shoulder.
This is true.
I've done wilder things. Imagine if he has just stuck legs. If she had found the murder weapon in her room, it would have been all over, which is why you had to hide it in the only place that you could hide it, under your wheelchair. Which is why, Acro, I have to ask you again, would you please remove the blanket from your lap? Well done, Mr. Wright. Masterfully played. The judge looks like somebody just shoved something up his ass when he's shocked. He's like, whoa.
You fool!
I didn't know it could go that
Surprise,
deep.
motherfucker.
How could you? I'm going to throw a tantrum like a 3-year-old because I didn't
Okay,
do what I
wait.
wanted.
Nobody's tantrum will be as good as her dad's and the police commissioner's tantrums. None of them will be as good. The way her dad just turned around and just started fucking smashing his head into the wall.
Captain,
What?
I have a tier list idea we can play after the stream.
What's that?
It's a tier list of Genshin Impact and Honkai Star Rail, except this time, it's how horny we are for them. For the characters.
You were a minor. I don't know if I
There's
want to
gonna
do
be a
that with
lot
you.
of break the
She's 16, but
multiverses.
dude, I've already seen shit. I don't care.
I don't
want
care.
to-
Legally speaking, that is not a good thing to do.
You've got me.
Yeah,
I've
it's
been bagged
true.
by
I
a
played
real
this
pro.
game the entire server.
Actually, 2 of them.
It is completely fine.
Yeah.
2 of them.
Besides, I've literally seen 15-year-olds make these kind of jokes too, and do this kind of game before too.
There's just one thing I'd like to know. How did you know to launch the surprise search on my room last night? There were 2 pieces of decisive evidence, the cloak and the bust. I burned the cloak in my room and threw the ashes away with the trash. Regina always took my trash out every morning, you know? But the bust, obviously I couldn't throw that away. When you executed your search, all I could do was try and hide the bust. The only place I could hide it quickly was under this wheelchair. Miss Von Karma, you had things all figured out, didn't you? I was completely sucked in by your calculated strategy. And now to be caught in the middle of court hiding the murder weapon. There's no way I can escape that. So, you've got me. Well done, Mr. Wright. Well done, Miss Von Karma. It all makes sense now, I guess.
How the fuck did no one see it?
If you pick prosecution bench, Von Karma would whip you to amnesia. If you pick the judge, he double penalties you. And this is the first sprite, the lower... Oh, that is the first sprite we've seen with actual legs. Uh-huh. You definitely couldn't tell by looking at her. I know I sure couldn't.
I can't believe it. Me, make a mistake. Why did I order a surprise search of your room? If only I hadn't done that.
It seems we finally arrived at the truth. Acro.
Yes, Your Honor.
Lift up your skirts!
What the fuck? Did you kill the ringmaster of the Berry Big Cock, Mr. Russell Berry? Yes, Your Honor. I'm responsible for that crime. Acro.
Hey, pal. Hey, a murder weapon, or are you just happy to see me?
Or are you just happy to see me?
All my brother wanted was for Regina to like him. That's why he'd tease her. One day, my brother sprinkled some pepper on Regina. She started sneezing so hard you couldn't help yourself from laughing. That's why Regina thought it'd be funny to get him back in the same way. And that's why she covered the scarf with pepper. I know she didn't mean for anything bad to happen. I know this. She just wanted to make my brother sneeze a few times too. But I just couldn't forgive her no matter what. What am I truly guilty of? I'm guilty of never ever being able to understand her. Your brother became a star. Regina believes in that so purely that she would laugh innocently when saying it. Too innocently. I just couldn't stand it, no matter how hard I tried. That's when you decided to do something about Regina.
How dreadful.
So are you saying that you were a victim in all of this as well? No, that's not what I mean. I'm nothing but a murderer. That's who I am. At first, I thought I'd kill myself.
Oh!
Jesus Christ!
Damn!
Then I pondered giving myself up.
Oh, shit!
But I couldn't just up and leave. I just couldn't. Not yet. That's why I tried to pin this on Max. Max, I'm so sorry.
I just couldn't up and leave yet. This has been such a strange case.
Mr. Phoenix Wright, what the fuck?
Mr. Phoenix Wright, every time you walk into this courtroom, some wild shit kicks off.
I feel like I'm very unprepared. Can I do a line first? Fuck.
Can I do a line first?
I can't believe it! You beat me! Again! Ah!
I believe this case is now beyond any point of possible discussion. Thus, I'd like to declare my verdict.
You're all going to prison.
This court is adjourned. Oh, thank God, it's over. She's taking it with more dignity now. I hope so. Fabulous! But to be honest, I can't really be too happy about this.
After the Ringmaster, Regina, and Bat, not a single one of them was a bad person inside, huh?
That's a good question, and one I don't know the answer to. Thank you. What's with the vibe in this room?
We're just thinking about Afro.
No. If you worry about people too much, then you'll be like this forever and never be happy.
Huh? Way.
She's been like this for a while now.
Way. It's all my fault. Sweetie pie. Matt and Afro, they're never coming back. Now everyone's gonna split up. Gina, Mr. Wright, tell me something.
What do you want to know, Regina?
Acro said something right at the end. Does that mean that Acro... Is he gonna try and get his revenge on me? Nah.
He's not gonna do that to you, Regina.
Are you sure? You really sure I can believe that?
Yep, Acro doesn't have any desire for revenge anymore.
If that's true, then I want to see some evidence.
Huh?
I want to know you're not just making up that stuff about Acro not wanting revenge.
Acro didn't want to get caught for a reason. He wanted to see his brother open his eyes again.
That? That's right, Regina. He's still alive, you know. I never knew. But now that Acro's been caught... Uh-huh. I know. What? I'll do it. I'll stay next to Bat as long as it takes. Until he opens his eyes. And then until he can meet Acro again.
That's so sweet of you, Regina.
Sorry, Acro. I'm sorry, Bat.
Well, hopefully this is enough to give her a little peace of mind. Hey, Max!
Oh, this is a big fucking tier list.
What is it, Mo? We really put you through a lot, didn't we, buddy? I'm sorry about what happened.
Let's go, Joe.
Just don't give a shit.
That's the big question. Even though he's not here anymore, everyone is sticking together. The staff, the performers, no one wants to leave the circus. That's why I've made a decision. What is it? I've decided that I will take over as the new master. Turn this circus into the best circus this world has ever seen. The best circus the world has ever seen. Don't laugh.
That's quite the goal.
Yay, I can't wait. And I guess that changes things. There's only one thing the best circus the world has ever seen needs. The world's best illusions. Which means this circus needs the best magician the world has ever seen. Let's work together and make our circus super fabulous. What do you say, big guy? All I can say is thank you. I don't know.
The one
Maybe
D-Luke
the
guy
circus
from
would be better
Honkai
off
Star
without
Rail
me.
would be great for this.
Why do you think I brought you to court today? Gotta work together to make the very big circus bigger than it's ever been. Can't be the very big circus without Regina Berry. Wait, so then why not make Regina the ringmaster?
She's too young.
Never mind.
She'll be over, please.
Edward!
Daddy! Daddy! Daddy!
Holy shit, it's Edge!
Oh, thank you! Oh, you motherfucker! Oh, yes!
I think this is the last episode, ain't it?
I don't give a fuck. We started. I want to see him.
I just want to see you.
It's already been 2 hours.
Guys, let me know when you're ready to play this. I'm so down.
Who will be this year's Grand Prix champion?
What the fuck? Oh my good god, that is a naked man. That is a naked man.
What?
What the fuck?
That is a naked man, alright.
I don't give a shit! Where's Edgeworth?
Excuse me!
OMG, Edgelord.
What the fuck? It better be Edgeworth. It better reveal Edgeworth. I know it won't, but it should.
What?
What the fuck? Hero of heroes, superhero.
That is a naked man!
Edgeworth! 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 Where is Dad?
March 20th, 742, Gatewater Hotel.
Yola.
Alright, yes, did you hear that, Nick? Did you? The Nickel Samurai, he did it!
Yeah, sure did. I'm getting too old for this. Where? There he is. I haven't seen you in a while, bud. Hey, I'm proud of the guy for doing the series justice. Pearls!
So the person everyone was cheering for. I guess he got
Everyone's
the prize.
here, oddly enough.
Yep. You know who we're talking about, right, Curly? The Nickel
I
Samurai.
don't give a fuck. Where is Edgeworth? I don't give a fuck about any of you bitches.
Every Sunday, I only watch the educational channel's Kids Masterpiece Theater.
Okay, that's it. From now on, the Nickel Samurai. All the kids watch it.
Fuck them kids. Where the fuck is Edgeworth?
You are the Nickel Samurai too, Mr. Nick?
Except for
Nah, Nick's an old fart, so he's not allowed to watch it anymore.
Hey. That's right, but I do like the Kids Masterpiece Theater.
Hey, I didn't know you were so young at heart, Nick.
Mr. Nick, you're a grown-up. You're not allowed to watch it anymore. You're supposed to act your age and have interest and match.
How the fuck would you know?
It's very important.
Give it a rest, Pearly.
Looks like I made the right choice in inviting everyone here. I'm glad you're all having a good time.
It's like a dream.
no Edgeworth, only separate case.
Fuck!
Too bad for the Jammin' Ninja, though.
No Edgeworth? Only separate case? Well then, fuck you!
Alright, this tier list? We got I've got the best.
Maybe the real Edgeworth was the friends we killed along the way.
Fuck this game. I don't want to play anymore.
Deletes it. What?
Yeah, bro, come on, you cannot be that salty.
Don't do it!
Oh, since we're to close the game, is this where we end the stream?
Yeah, I'm about to end it.
Or do you want to keep it going until we finish?
Why are people cheering
Well,
for
what
the
does a
naked man?
Genshin and Honkai tier list have anything to do with Ace Attorney?
No, fair enough. Why don't we just make it a video?
Jesus Christ.
Let's just make it a video.
Okay, we'll make it a video.
Alright.
We'll see you later, chat.
See you guys.
Night,
You guys are gonna have to. Peace!
Peace.